Hi, fourth graders. You're going to be taking the Unit 3 Week 3 test today. Good luck. First of all, you need to put your name in and tell us who your teacher is. You're going to see some vocabulary at first. What is the definition of mistreated? When you object or refuse to do something, to be treated badly by others, to be signed up to do something and have your name on a list, or a lack of justice or fairness. Number 2, what is the definition of protest? Protest, when you object or refuse to do something. A person that has all needed abilities to do something, to carry out or finish, or to give support to someone that will inspire hope and confidence. Number 3, what sentence does not make sense? For fulfill. I had a fulfilling workday when I watched Netflix for hours. Kamala Harris fulfilled her dreams of becoming vice president. Nairobi fulfilled her dreams of becoming a great soccer player. Carlos fulfilled his dreams of living near the beach. When might someone need encouragement? Okay, and then you'll have to type a sentence here because it's a short answer question. Okay, so then you're going to get to the reading passage. You'll notice it's kind of long, but I'm going to read it to you, okay? You can go back and reread it yourself too. Schools strike. John Stokes wanted to learn, but he hated his school. The year was 1951, and John was a senior at Moton High School in Virginia. The school had been built for 180 students. Now more than 450 African American students crowded into the school. The students and their parents protested the disgraceful conditions. In response, the school board added 3 temporary classrooms. These classrooms were not meant to last long. The school had no gym, no cafeteria, and no lockers. Just blocks away, white students attended classes in a modern brick building. On April 23, 1951, John and other student leaders decided to act. They marched from the school to the county courthouse. They wanted to raise the community's consciousness of the dreadful conditions at their high school. The county, however, argued that it was providing a separate but equal school for African American students. According to a United States Supreme Court ruling, this was all the county was required to do. Yet the schools were not equal. As part of a campaign or a fight for fairness, students from Moton went on strike. For weeks, they stayed away from their pitiful school. People from the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, heard about the strike. The NAACP convinced the students at Moton and their parents to join a lawsuit. 4 other groups from across the South were already a part of this lawsuit. Like Moton, these schools were old and overcrowded, and some had no indoor plumbing or heating. The lawsuit reached the Supreme Court in 1954. The judges listened to both sides of the dispute. When the court reversed its earlier ruling, the times indeed were changing, and the court decided that separate but equal schools were not fair. All children should be educated together. However, the school board refused to allow African American students to attend white schools. Instead, it closed all of the schools. The school board was angry. It wanted the Supreme Court out of its school system. Without school, most white families found ways to educate their children. Private academies for white students were opened. Some African American children were taught in church basements or in homes. Unfortunately, not all African American students had the opportunity to attend these schools. As a result, many African American children did not attend school for more than 4 years. In 1964, the courts finally forced the school district to reopen the schools and admit all students. In 2003, the state of Virginia apologized to the students who lost years of education in the battle for civil rights. In time, John Stokes became a teacher and a principal. Today, he visits schools. He wants to make sure all students understand and appreciate being educated together. Stokes also tells them to never feel powerless. He points out that he and other student leaders are proof that a small group can make a huge difference. In fact, Stokes tells them, you can change the world. Okay, so I want you to look at the questions here. What is the author's point of view of African American schools? They were very popular. They were misunderstood. They were in poor condition, or they were bigger than other schools. Next question. Which evidence from the text best supports the author's point about African American schools? African American students went on strike. White students had a modern brick building. The school board added 3 temporary classrooms. Moton High School was crowded with too many students. Ooh, okay. Which statements showed that the students were determined to improve their school? Notice here it says pick 2 choices. Okay, so which 2 choices showed that the students were determined to improve their school? The students went on strike. The county closed its school. The school had no gym or cafeteria. The students wanted to receive an education. The students marched to the county courthouse, or most students did not want to attend school for 4 years. Or not wanted to, sorry. Most students did not attend school for years. How did John Stokes make a difference in schools? Okay, so this is a question for you to type. There's a sentence starter, so if you're like, ooh, I don't know how to start this sentence, go ahead and type, John Stokes made a difference in schools by. Okay? And then once you finish this, you are all done with today's test. Good luck, and I hope you guys do awesome.